Well, we actually have a picture of you in that Zombies in Death Valley episode 3. Let's take a look. So that's definitely far out of the Melissa you were used to painting
like
and being.
That to this, like that was way out of my comfort zone. And then once they told me that they actually, I won that challenge too. Me and Vander won the challenge. So I was like, okay, this is what I have to do. Got it, beat.
Right, because episode 2, you were in the bottom.
Yes.
And that must have been kind of like, because you were like, I'm about to slay this. These people are going to have it. I don't care. I'll put a little blood and let's do this. But then, was that a wake-up call for you?
Oh, definitely, yes. I was in the bottom 2, and I had to do that whole mud wrestling challenge.
Then tell me about the mud wrestling challenge and what was going through your mind.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm looking at the pool, and they just keep staring at like they're getting it ready for us to jump on that shit. And then I'm just like, what the fuck are we gonna we're gonna do? They just say, oh, just wrestle each other. But I said, wrestle? I said, I'm a fight, girl. So I whooped Sochi's ass so bad. The next week she came back all sore. She was like, bitch, she knocked me out. Like she hit me in the back. She was in pain. But I was like, girl, I gotta do what I gotta do to stay in this competition. And if I gotta whoop your ass, I'm gonna whoop your ass, girl. Let's go.
And so you decided at that moment that you were going to just be out of the box, get out of your comfort zone, and you went into that next episode with the zombies and you went for it.
Yeah, I went for it all the way. I won, and that kind of kept me in the competition.
Mm-hmm. So what was one of the highlights of that early part? Was it that zombie one when you won? And had you worked with that prosthetics and things like that before?
Well, my best friend owns a beauty school, a makeup school, and she teaches, one of her lessons is special effects. So, and she kind of taught me how to like do little things here and there, and then that's where I picked it up from. And I was kind of able to like work a little bit with it. But I'd never done it before, which is not in my thing to do. But I'm glad that she did, because I was able to do what I did for that challenge, and I pulled it out.
Yeah, now you guys would get, it was run a little bit different than, I don't know how it's run now, but at that time, you guys would shoot a challenge and then they would give you an assignment and then you guys would shoot that and then get another assignment, is that right?
Yeah, that's how we used to do it.
So that's it's a good thing you were in Project Drag Race because having to do new things every week, because that's not like where the girls on Drag Race, they get a list, they prepare the 2 weeks, and then they bring it, and either you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
For that first season of Dragula, you guys were able to be like, all right, okay, zombie, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, that was a good thing that we got to actually go home and prepare for the next week's challenge, which just helped a lot. So we kind of like break it down to what we were gonna do, and.
Did you get all your children on board? You're like, let's get going.
No.
Sewing, gluing, prosthetics, let's go.
No, I didn't really involve any of them like that towards the end for the finale, whereas I did ask for a couple of hands to help me for some of my costumes for that finale. That was the only time I actually did ask for help. But at that time, I was, damn, I'm always talking about a partner, like a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend too, and I'm always booed up.
Well, honey, there's a reason why you have Onlyfans, honey. Melissa, you can't shush something that's on Instagram.
Damn. Yeah, I had a partner, and he was helping me during that time, but just minimal, just little things here and there, kind of like telling me, oh, this look right, fix this, fix that, and that was it. But at the end, towards the last episode, for Last Supper, we broke up.
Right.
So that's why I was kind of like pissed. That's why I went off on Loris, because I was so upset. I was just over it, and I was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here. That's why I popped up on Loris.
Because did that also give you motivation? Like, I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna show everyone.
Yes, definitely. Everyone like threw me under the bus at the Last Supper. Everyone said that I didn't belong there and that I didn't deserve the crown. And I was like, okay, y'all bitches wanna throw me under the bus. I gotcha. And that's what I was like, I gotta turn this looks out.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That the nun was the last look that I put together. Which it wasn't a look, it was just a piece of cloth over my head and just some damn rosary of my booty hole.
Right? A rosary. Adam Joseph, didn't you used to do that back in the day? A rosary in the booty hole.
It's a classic. What can you say?
It's the old one, too.
Yes, it is. We know where one is, and you know where two ends up, okay? Now, before we get into all your Fierce finale looks,
Yes.
tell me about what it was like to jump into such a fierce pool of divas and have it all be filmed and everybody turning it up to 10. Because, you know, you're filming the behind the scenes, the dressing room stuff. What was that experience like for you?
Definitely something new. I've never actually been on camera the way we were on camera to Dragula. And there was a lot of personalities in that room, definitely, for sure. And then I think the only person I didn't get along was with Dolores and maybe a little bit Ursula, because they were always kind of like, gave me the bag, like being shady towards me, which I didn't give a fuck, you know? And that's why I had to put Dolores in her place. But it was an experience for sure. It was a lot of going on. It was a lot.
Yeah, and when you guys, I mean, we saw it here on the Hey Qween TV reunion that we did, and then you guys did the Last Supper in the episode, like you were saying. People were coming hard.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, people even behind the camera, behind the scenes, you know, the audience were like always coming for me. I would always receive hate messages.
Really?
Yeah, because Dolores is amazing at what she does. She's fierce as fuck. But and then she has, of course, she has a lot of followers, and everyone didn't like the fact that I came for her. So ever since then, people kind of like came for me online, like attacking me, leaving nasty comments, and I mean, which I don't care. You know, comments are comments to me. They're just whatever to me. But I'm glad that I let Dolores have it, because it kind of made everyone let them know that not to fuck with me. You know, like, bitch, don't fuck with me.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing like having any kind of conflict with someone, having it recorded for posterity, so that you can have people rediscover it and still be mad about it or whatever.
Exactly.
5 years later.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was being so nice when the Boulay brothers asked who should go home. Everyone was being so sweet. And I was like, girl, like, you guys talk so much shit behind camera about Dolores, and you guys have the chance to say something here, and you guys are not taking it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I went for it.
So finale comes around, you guys have to present the 3 looks, and take me through the process of creating those looks.
My first one was my gown, which was a glamour. That's my first look. It took me about 3 days to create that, because there's a lot of stoning. It took a lot of construction, and like I said, my last one was my nun.
Yes.
I did not know what to do. I even texted Ian, and I was like, "Hey, Ian, I don't know what to do for my last supper, for my
Final look,
I
yeah.
don't know, failed. I don't know what to do." And I mean, he couldn't tell me anything. You know, he just he can tell me stuff. And I was just like, fuck it, I gotta think of something. And then I remember that I had performed a nun number at Mickey's a while back. And then I was like, why can't I just do this and make it gross, make it like nasty? And what way to like piss off people by like ripping the Bible and then rubbing it against your coochie.
Yes.
Not the coochie like if I'm a female. And then like having a damn crucifix up my ass, you know, I was like, fuck it, let's just go for it. And then up until like this day, people still message me telling me how iconic that nun was, because they loved every fucking moment of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the question I have is, what did your mother think of that look? Your conservative Mexican mother.
She didn't say anything about it. She was just like, ay, mijo, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she didn't have nothing to say. It was already done, you know.
Right.
I'm already a 30-year-old man after we filmed that, and I was like,
right.
Whatever.
You're like, it's fine, Mom. My kid did really well.
Yeah. Look at me now.
Right. Now, you said that you didn't think you were going to win. You knew you weren't going to win.
Yes. I knew that going to the competition, I knew that I wasn't a Dragula girl. Because I wasn't involved in that whole scene, the whole filth, horror, all that stuff. My drag is very glamorous, very well put together, polished. And so going to the competition, I was like, fuck it, just go for it. You never know what you're gonna learn from it. So I did it. And the Last Supper, I already knew that I wasn't gonna win because the level of where Vander was at, it was like, this bitch is like up here. Like her creativity, her mind, it's fucking amazing at what she does. And I already knew that I wasn't gonna get it. But I did it just to shut everyone up because of whoever told me that I wasn't gonna be able to pull it out or be able to like represent Dragula. I did it because of that, to shut them up. And I'm glad I did it. Because people, I think after that, people respected me a little bit more than what they did before. Not thinking that I wasn't gonna be able to be part of the cast, you know? So I'm glad I pulled out what I pulled out, and I think I shut the girls up.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? For the reunion that we did with you, Hey Qween, I'm glad that Pinche said something to the girls because it shut them up. Because it's true, everyone came for me, but I think that I know that I'm the most versatile queen out of everyone in the cast.
You definitely are, because
Yeah.
you started coming in a hardcore glamour queen,
Yeah.
and you went out with the rosary up your ass, and you showed that you could do it all.
Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a memory I can like take with me forever, like right here.
What's your favorite memory or favorite challenge or favorite look from that experience?
I would say the Pretty in Pink challenge, because it was right up my alley.
Uh-huh.
It was right up my alley, and then they said, pretty in pink. I was like, oh, I got this. I got this.
This I have in my backpack, y'all. I have this down.
Yeah, I got it. I was like, I got this, and I was like, I think I was in second place because Pinche won that challenge, which I'm glad she did because she was already kind of like in hot water too, and I did the Pretty in Pink challenge, and I was fine. I was saved, and then I was able to go to the next challenge. So I was like, I got this. I got this.
So after Dragula came out, did it do what you were hoping it would do? I mean, people certainly started to know you more and know your work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got to travel to all over the U.S., and which I'm thankful for because I got to meet a lot of people that were following me. I got to work with a lot of entertainers, which it's amazing. But yeah, a lot of people got to see who I was.
Well, for an exclusive audio version of our show, Behind the Scenes Tea, podcast, and stuff with Melissa that we couldn't fit in the main show, sweetie, you're gonna have to go to patreon.com/HeyQueenTV. They should go there, right, Melissa?
Definitely, y'all better check it out. Go now.
Thank you. Don't make her get the rosary out, guys. Don't make her get the rosary. So, Melissa.
Yes.
Can we talk about your OnlyFans?
Yes, we can. Yes,
Now,
we
look,
can.
I'm not trying to shame you on the OnlyFans because many of my good friends have OnlyFans. We know many other Drag Race girls. Aja just got one. This is the economy we are in, finally. People wanting to put out their content in that way have the power to do it. What was your decision to do it, and have you been having fun?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's 2020. Why not go for it? You know, everyone's doing it. It's fun. I mean, I don't shoot with anyone else. Everything's by myself or my partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And,
Right, so you got engaged and you're like, by the way, sweetie, you're a star now.
definitely.
Yes, exactly. We got to do this for the family, sweetie. We have to do it for the family.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, why not? You know, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's all happening. I
Yeah.
mean, and OnlyFans has also done something smart where they've had those celebrities come in, the big celebrities come in.
Yes.
So now if you say you have an OnlyFans, you're like, what?
Yeah.
So does Tyler Posey. So does all these other people. That's
Yeah.
good at taking any kind of stigma off of it.
No, just go for it. I mean, why not?
I mean, it's 2020. Serve it, sell it, and get the check. Thank you. Melissa, what's next for you? What's your next move? We know you want to get on Drag Race. What's creatively next for you?
You know what? I'm just going it as day by day, because who knows how long we're gonna be still in with this COVID. Of course, I want to get married by next year.
Right, the wedding.
Yes, the wedding. You're gonna be invited, B.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's my next thing. But we haven't set a date because we want all of our families to go without having an issue with what's going on or anything like that. So we want to wait and see till like everything kind of comes down, and then set a date and then go from there.
Sweetie, I know what your looks look like. They're always glamorous. I can only imagine how great your wedding's gonna be.
Yeah, you only get married once, so you have to go for it. You can get married plenty of times.
Right.
And get divorced, whatever. But I think this one's like my one. That's what I want to settle with, stay with, marry with, and spend the rest of my life with.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here today,
Thanks for
sweetie.
having me.
I've always been a fan. I love your looks.
Thank
you always serve it. And sweetie, you've turned it so fiercely that you have snatched the trophy, sweetie! Yay! Grab your prize, another prize.
I love it.
Oh, she's a champion, honey. Thank you to Melissa, the glamorous
you.
Melissa Befierce. Thank you to Erickatoure, Aviance, channeling Kevin Aviance, and Adam Joseph, channeling Lisa Rinna.
Yes.
And now, Melissa's not going to be going anywhere, honey. She's going to stick around and play Logo. So you're going to want to stick around for that, and we'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, baby. Oh, get out of here, camera. Go on. That's right. Hot kick.
Hello, children. Click here, and subscribe. You're welcome.